Hey, so broad vs phrase in Amazon PPC. What's the difference? What are different use cases that you can use broad or phrase? And in this video, we're going to share some useful tips for broad, phrase, and kind of we'll see the difference between them so you can improve your Amazon PPC. Today, we need Chris or Hristo and Adrian from AdFixer, which is Amazon PPC automation software, link in the description to check it out with a great deal, and Mvisible, which is agency for Amazon sellers with different services for Amazon sellers, also link in the description for more info. Guys, welcome. So today we speak broad vs phrase, phrase vs broad in Amazon PPC. What are these things? Yeah, let's see.
So first of all, thank you for having us, Vova. So my name is Hristo. I'm a co-founder of AdFixer and Mvisible. It is my colleague, Adrian.
Yeah, hello, I'm Adrian. Nice to be here. So yeah, let's dive in. First up, I think it's good to explain what is broad and what is phrase. So phrase is more targeted than broad. With phrase, you have a certain keyword that you put in phrase, and you can have Amazon put different words before and after that phrase. So that gives you a little bit more targeted approach. Broad, they can put different words before, in the middle, or after your keyword. So it can be a lot more, you can not really target that closely with it. It's more for research purposes. I think phrase is for people who have more niche products and have kind of lower budgets. And broad is for people who can afford to experiment and to find new working keywords for them. In our practice, we use broad for a lot of our clients. So we use broad for the research because we do a whole funnel with broad at the beginning, automatic campaign, a manual campaign on broad. And after that, we filter out all the search terms related to that keyword on broad. So with broad, you have also, it's more time consuming because you're going to have more search terms and you have to look into that data more time. But I think it's great for the research purposes. You're going to find a lot of long tail keywords that you can add up as exact. So yeah, I think these are the main differences. But phrase is also a great approach. It just depends on the product itself. But
Can we share an example of, like, let's say if we have water bottle, phrase means Amazon will go and take water bottle, and in phrase, it can add something before water bottle or after. So let's say mineral water bottle, or maybe water bottle big or something like that. That would fit the phrase. And in broad, if I understand correctly, then maybe if it's mineral water, sometimes we can have mineral aqua water because it puts it in the middle, or can it change if it's water bottle, can it be bottle, aqua, water?
yes,
Yeah, also in broad, but in phrase, no?
No, in phrase, it's going to be before or after.
Okay,
And
okay.
yeah, the broad is very, very broad. So it's
Yeah.
it's mostly for research purposes. You can also, have campaigns only on broad. I've seen people do it. They remove all the search terms that aren't working. They put them in negative and they leave only broad. But I think that a more structured approach is take every search term that is working, move it up in another campaign as a manual campaign as exact with the bits that you have seen working, and remove all the remove all the keywords that aren't working, put them in negative. Also, when you're moving keywords to another campaign that is a manual campaign, we suggest to put them also in negative, so you don't have the same keywords, the same search terms in two campaigns for the same product with the same bit. So, put everything in negative, move the search terms that are working in another campaign as exact, and also put as negative search terms the keyword, the search terms that have high SEOs, that have high clicks, all the ones that aren't converting. This way, you have to take into account also, even if you have a high SEOs on some search terms, if they're relevant to your category, we suggest leave them because they're going to help with the rank. If these search terms are the main ones for your category. So let's say we took a water bottle as an example. Water bottle can be the main search term for your category. It can have the has search volume. Even if you have ACOS of, let's say, 70%, which is not in your, you don't have such high margins, it will still help you rank on that keyword. So you have to leave it.
So organically, we're still maybe getting sales from it eventually, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's so big and there's so many eyes that land on it.
And we suggest for this type of keywords to put it in another campaign. So it's only for ranking. Do not take the budget out of the other keywords that may be a hero for you, and just put the high ACOS keywords on the main category you are in another campaign with a good budget. Not lower, not higher, but something in the middle.
It's something that they can afford to eventually rank organically on those keywords.
Pretty awesome. So broad, VS, phrase. Anything else? We kind of shared quite a lot. Anything else you guys might think of? Some, again, like tips for utilizing these phrase or broads, or not to do's, like, or mistakes that you see happening with the phrase VS broad, or generally broad or phrase. What do you think?
The biggest mistake I would say is people not using negative keywords. That's the biggest mistake. You have to use them when you're not using exact. A lot of people go in, they see their keyword on broad or even or in phrase have 80% ACOS, but it can be related to even only one search term on that keyword. And when you remove it, it's perfect. You have to look into that. I think that's the biggest problem that people face because they don't utilize it.
And also, next problem is don't put broad phrases and broad and phrase in one campaign. Just split them in two campaigns. That's also the main thing, because they're gonna clash with each other. They cannot compete with each other. So, or maybe one broad word is gonna eat all of the budget, and you cannot see if phrase is working. That's why you should put them in two different campaigns.
Yeah. Makes sense. Cool.
And also for the different keywords, change the bits a little bit, see where you can convert a little more. Like on the phrase, maybe you have more success on 20% more bit, or on phrase you can a little bit lower it there because it's a more exact approach.
Cool. Yeah, that's a lot of tips, so I appreciate it. And in the description, we're going to have the link to AdFixer, which is Amazon PPC automation software by the guys. And for those who are finding maybe a bit hard to get good results with their Amazon PPC, there's a software that guys have created, and it can help you structure your Amazon, actually automate your Amazon PPC in a way it does structure it. So for you, automatically by a few clicks. There's a video review of how it works, and it's kind of explained all in the video in the description. Also, I'm visible, their agency that can help you with different things Amazon related. And thank you for sharing, guys, with for this broad phrase stuff. If of course anything else comes up to mind, you're welcome to share too. But
that's it for the match now. If you want, you can book a free consultation. The first one is on us. We can help you with everything and take a look of your shop, and everything will help. It's free. We want to help everybody to have sales and grow. So thanks for having us, Vova. It was a pleasure.
Sure.
Thank you also for watching this video, and bye from us.
Okay. Thank you very much.